The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Ito Smith, his first carry. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
To throw is Ryan. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. First down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
49-yard line.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
47 on the carry.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check, 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 check. 53 for Mike. 53 for Mike. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the clock.
Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Oh, great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Carried by number 30.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
39-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. That's complete to Smith. Not much there, only a yard.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here comes Pettis on the return. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
12-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And this is going to be a Panthers 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Calvin Ridley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are going to take a 1st quarter lead. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
This will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. They're already trailing here in this 1st quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. Well, they coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go. But when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
After
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Panthers 7, Falcons 0.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Play action. It's Ryan. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they, when they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Here we go.
Now they try the right side here. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
The tackle made.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. And has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
For the running back.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 15-yard line.
They go play action with Ryan. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Ryan. It's caught. Jones.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say on third down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. 58. Shoot. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan, he's going to look deep down the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
The Falcons on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Play action. Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Open man is Anderson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Number 17. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
First down, Panthers.
Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. We haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out.
He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Operating from the gun. Ryan. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
Complete to Ito Smith. Out of bounds at the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And they give this time to the tailback. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up fourth down. There's the Panthers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well, and if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, but it'll be second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. From the gun, Ryan. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now a handoff looking right. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Brought down back at the 43-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check.
4th down. Here's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Panthers will get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
3rd down. And 10 yards to go.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and this, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
The 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
43-yard line.
Here we go. 180. 13.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And
Down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Well, no takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. To be frank, you really have to feel for that. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Ryan. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Ryan. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. To throw again is Ryan. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Ryan. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. Check, check.
On first down, Ryan. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Yeah, let's go sandwich.
Now Garoppolo. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. 7 yards there and a 1st down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Complete to
Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
lining up for the extra point.
They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Crunch time, defense.
From the 22,
Ryan. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Yetur Gross-Matos. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Here I come. Here I come.
Now Ryan. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
It's just me and you. Let's check it out.
Ryan now off the bootleg. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And I think the game